Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is basically an update video. Um, on August 15th will be the first race for the 2026 Young Birds season. And it's in 5 days. 4 days for shipping. We ship on Friday and we fly on Saturday. We're going to start with the first station at Primeville at 100 miles. Then I believe it's Brothers 150. And then we jump to, I believe, Riley, which is 200. And then Crane, which is 250. And then we have Burns Junction, which is way down in Oregon. That's the 300-mile race. And then we have Orvada, which is the 350 race. And I also want to talk about what is my goal for this season, for this upcoming racing season that we're about to have. I would say the birds are pretty much ready. I would say also, like everyone who flies pigeons, our goal is to win. That's simple. The most simple way I could put it is we all want to win. We want to win combine. We want to win club. We want to win champion bird, champion loft, average speed champion. We want to win all of those awards. But to me, this is a very special year for me. Because if I look back in the history of my Uncle Philip, it's been 20 years since his best season of flying young birds. I'm talking about racing homers. In 2006, he had his best results ever as a flyer for young birds. He scored. I believe he had 3 birds who scored in the top 3 of the whole combine. And this was back then when the OTC it was a whole combine up here in Oregon and Washington. It was like, I believe, 5 clubs. It was TVC, OTC, Mount Hood Club, Longview Club, FTV, you name it. These older clubs, they used to have at least 35 flyers. In this one combine, there was 35 flyers, and he managed to win not only champion bird but average speed champion. He won champion loft. He won a couple combines and a couple of races. Of course, that's how you win the champion bird and champion average speed champion. You have to be either on the top or on top in number 1. But yeah, this is a very special year for me. I'm hoping that these birds will do good for me. Simple as that. That's what I want to do. And this year has been already a special year for breeding. I have a lot of the older birds. My uncle's birds are starting to get older. And as you saw in my YouTube post, one of the oldest 550s we have, which is from 2011, his name is the number 1 showman. He's now gone. And pretty soon, the other 550s are going to start going. The original, grandsons, and we have only one direct son of 550 left. And from there, we want to build a bloodline that's not only from the 550, but I want to that's the goal for not only breeding, is to build a bloodline that is stronger, if not stronger than 550, then, equal, to have a bloodline that's equal to the 550 bloodline. The main thing I want to say with this video, my goal for this 2026 young bird flying year is to have champion bird, champion loft, and to win at least a race, maybe 2. Now, it sounds insane because a lot of people struggle to win races. It's crazy to think, man, what is this guy talking about, this young guy? How can he say, oh, I want to win everything? Isn't that everyone's dream? Well, I went back on the records, and the same. So for the last 3-4 years, we've been flying the East course. So we start with, for example, Shaniko, Mitchell. Then we have Prayer City. We recently added Ironside, and then we have Ontario, and then Mountain Home, which is in Idaho. So we go from middle, East Oregon. We go through East Oregon into Idaho on for the East course. And now this year, not only has it been 20 years since my uncle had his best Yumbird season, but also we switched back to the same course that he was flying back in 2006. For this 1 year, we decided, because we've been flying the East course for a long time now. I believe 4, 5, maybe even 6 years since 2020. No, since 2021, we have been flying this East course. And just this year, 2026, we decided to go 1 year back to Southeast to try it again. But it's very coincidental that all of this is happening. Not only has it been 20 years since my uncle had his best Yumbird season, but now we are coming back in 2026, 20 years later, back to the same course to fly this pigeon racing season. So a lot of coincidences, but the goal is to win the at least 1-2 races. And if we score enough points, we could win Champion Bird, Champion Loft, and average speed. And that is basically the goal for this season. It's a very tall task, but I hope through all this training and all this preparation, and we changed also the feed as well, we hope that this will be a very good season. And I believe so. I do believe, and I looked back at my uncle's results. The 550 bloodline absolutely flies crazy over here. They are professionals at this Southeast course. Actually, the main reason we switched from Southeast back to East is because, the South guys, which my uncle flew in Oregon instead of here in Washington like I do, the 550s would dominate the Southeast course, and even South course going down to California. They would dominate those races. I'll have to make a video showing my uncle's racing career, all of his results. Not only futurity, I have plenty of futurity results from my uncle, but also flying results, local diplomas. He name it, he has all kinds of years where he has so many diplomas, and he was a very professional racing pigeon flyer. But yeah, guys, that is going to be basically the video. Just a quick video. I don't want to spend too long talking about it. But I hope this year will be good, and I believe I'm going to do good. If I don't win, if I don't make this my best year, that will be okay. But I believe I'll do very good. I believe I'll get something out of this season. So guys, I'll see you in the next video. I believe the next video will be tomorrow, which I'm training for the final time before the first race. We will be training the Yumbirds at, I believe, 88 air miles or 79 air miles, around 80 mile training toss. Of course, I'm talking in air miles. So I'll see you in the next one. Keep your birds flying out there.